He's a clone. He's a clone.
Okay, I guess we're just.
Jay-Z has humility.
I guess we're just.
Clone does.
I guess we're just gonna play around with this show.
No, I'm serious.
No, you know what? I think Jay is humble, but I think Jay has a better support system when it concerns his brand. I think because he's more cognizant about his brand and how important his brand is and how that relates to his wife. Because it's no longer just Jay-Z. We think about Jay-Z and Beyonce right now at this point, right?
Yeah, I still think about Jay.
Beyonce? Beyonce. Ooh, I just coined that.
Well,
so,
you can have that.
Now, when we think of... Huh?
You can have that one.
Now, when we think about Beyonce, right?
Beyonce.
I'm sorry. Beyonce. When we think about them, I think about them as a black couple now. They're... Excuse me, listen.
What's up, y'all? It's The Verdict. We're back for another episode. I'm Vaughn Jackson.
No, I'm DJ Dreamer 524.
That's what Vaughn did the last time that we did The Verdict.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm me.
Oh, my God.
And you guys are you. Welcome to another episode of The Verdict with...
We already introduced ourselves.
With this misfit here named Vaughn Jackson, the gentleman over there that dreams, named Dream, and myself, the
Fucking
Savage.
savage. Oh, sorry.
That was very aggressive. So no alcohol today.
No.
So we'll be doing this show sober.
Yeah.
So bear with us.
I'm not.
I was sipping a little bit, but I'm pretty much sober for the most.
So we have a great show. Ladies and gentlemen, happy fall. Fall.
No, not yet.
Fall's not today?
No.
Well,
it's a few more weeks.
Wasn't the end of when is the end of summer?
The 21st.
Well, Labor Day seems like it officially marks the end of summer. I don't know why.
But
I don't know
hot
why.
As hell
It is
today and
still
yesterday.
hot.
Yeah.
It's hot as hell.
But
all right, guys.
You ready for fall, guys?
I am. I'm ready for
Dream? Are you a fall guy,
fashion.
Dream?
I like fall fashion.
I love fall fashion. Fall
Shop
fashion is fucking
Misfit
dope.
Attire for all your fly ass fall fashion ones. What?
Don't be fucking plugging in here.
I'm gonna plug.
You could get all the hoodies.
Buy Savage wear.
Yo,
buy some Savage wear.
I got some cute shit coming.
I got some hoodies and shit. I got some Scullies. Buy some Savage jeans. You could buy DJ Dreamer's clothing line too. Plug it in, Dream.
No, I'm the only one with the clothing line.
Dream, plug your clothing line in, brother, please.
Misfit M-I-Z.
Dream on
F-I-T.
wear.
Attire.
What the fuck? He's a dreamer wear.
Dream
Ladies,
on.
Get into it.
Savage
Plus
gear.
size.
Get that Savage gear and get your shit up. Coming to soon
Men,
to
I have you
a
guys
store to
coming
you.
soon.
Don't buy
Part of
Misfit
it.
Attire. Buy Savage wear and Dream rocks. All right. Now,
first thing, what are we gonna talk about, Vaughn?
cause you like the leader here.
Am I?
You
Yeah.
are.
You're the
I
leader.
didn't know I was the leader.
We follow you, Your Highness.
Oh, please. My topics are always like really.
Depressing
They can be.
and fucking race related.
They can be.
You're gonna get a sanction.
I'm waiting. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate. It's all good though.
All right. So what you want to talk about
I'm
first? Vaughn?
opinionated.
So we gonna talk about some hood rat shit or some
could
nigga
back
shit?
up
What are
a
we
lot
talking
of-
about?
The stuff that I talk about.
Because we hate hood rats and we hate Negroes. So let's talk bad about one of them. Let's go.
What?
Kanye
Speak for
West
yourself.
new video. I don't know if he's a hood rat or Negro. Let's fry him.
It's new interview videos. I'll put that. So Kanye West has been doing his run in Chicago. He did like 2 new videos. Can we get the mute on that? No, maybe.
And could we get your phone on vibrate, Vaughn?
As you turn yours on vibrate, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker Jones.
Anyways, Kanye West has been doing his PR run. I feel like this what he's doing right now is trying to save face for the stuff that that he did like on the TMZ, and he wore the MAGA hat. He basically went back to his hometown to like show the people that he's for the people. and he apologized.
Ooh.
He apologized for the slavery remarks, and he apologized for wearing the MAGA hat. He said that he's sorry for the 1-2 effect from wearing the MAGA hat.
What the fuck is a MAGA hat?
Make America great again.
So that's what we're
That's
doing.
what they call it.
We're creating acronyms for the hat. Okay.
But that's what
So
they call
that's
it.
what it's been.
Huh?
It's
MAGA.
been-
You knew that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like
You didn't know that. Get
Mr.
your
Social Media
yo,
over here.
Stop fucking calling me Mr.
It's-
Social Media.
I mean, that's what they've been calling it,
I
MAGA.
didn't. Okay.
It's just, I guess.
I mean, I knew that. You know, I did know that.
I know you did. Anyway,
I'm
so
sorry about that.
he's been doing a run in Chicago, and what the funny thing about these videos is that Kanye is actually being super articulate, super intelligent, and it's
Do you
like,
think it's really him and not his clone this time?
well, I think that from what he said, I don't think I
fuck
think it's
is
I
she
always
talking
I don't
about?
think Kanye got a
No,
clone.
you see, he answered.
I don't
He's a
think
clone?
No, I don't think Kanye has a clone. I mean, people have
What
always
the fuck is we talking about? We talking about a clone?
There are clones.
people say like Michael Jackson was cloned. People say like Britney Spears was cloned. People say
No.
Why?
her programming went haywire. at one
Well,
point.
yeah.
But there's these
There's a difference between MK
Yeah.
Ultra, brain control, and cloning.
I don't think Kanye's cloned. That's just my
Yeah, I
opinion.
don't think it's cloned. I
This
think
show
they-
just took a fucking left turn. I don't even know if I can be
Von
a part
threw-
of this
Von
shit.
I don't think
threw the
that- I
monkey bar, a monkey wrench. I said monkey bar.
I don't think he's cloned, but I definitely think his
I
programming.
can't be a part of this shit here. I'll be talking about clones.
No, but I think that
He has outbursts sometimes when they need to like
he said,
stir
he's,
the tea. Cup
you know
again.
that they said that he's bipolar. You know, he came out and said that he got what is the word I'm looking for?
Bipolar?
He
Bipolar
he
disorder?
got diagnosed as being bipolar,
Okay.
and
he's
that's
just
why.
a Gemini.
Yes, I'm a Gemini too. I guess sometimes I am bipolar.
Or
But
just
whatever.
retarded. I mean,
I
either
could
way
be
you look at
retarded, but I feel like sometimes I'm very intelligent as well. So it
Intelligently
balances
retarded?
out. Yeah, retarded. Anyways,
He's
so
Intellectual
He's
ignorance.
retolligent. He's retolligent.
so he's basically doing these runs in these press runs in Chicago, and he's
Okay.
talking about he wants to move back to Chicago, that he wants to do stuff in Chicago for the people out there, because as of recent.
Kanye?
Yeah. I'm just can I?
He's cloned. I changed my mind. I believe in clones. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, about
He
2
is
weeks
not
ago,
leaving LA
there
to
was
go
a
to
rapper.
fucking Chicago.
There's 2 weeks ago, there was a rapper called Trippie Redd, one of these new school rappers. He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Is he
And-
from Chicago?
Yeah.
Trippie Redd
That's
is from
so
Chicago.
weird.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. He's a known blood or whatever. But
Oh.
he
makes
he called
sense.
Kanye out and said people like Kanye West should basically go to Chicago and drop like $30 million on a hospital, because there's
Trippy
like
Red?
Trippie
The
Redd.
weirdo one with the teeth and all of that?
Yes,
He
yes.
said
And he's
all
a
this?
blood?
Yes.
Well, I guess there's
My
intelligent
gosh.
bloods. Wow.
I'm shocked.
Yes, he did it. I could forward you all of this.
If I was
So-
a blood, I would be getting money. That would be our goal. Like, if we bloods, let's get money.
Yeah, but he basically he said that, and then he called out Kanye and said that he feels that he should come and donate at least $30 million to a hospital, because there's only one hospital in Chicago that handles handles gunshot
Gunshots.
wounds.
Yeah.
So like if you get shot on a certain side of Chicago, by the time you get over there, you're
dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
So
how about not getting shot?
Kanye, he spoke about that he wants to do more stuff with his homeboy GLC, and I think Rhyme Fest, all of his boys. He's like,
Rhyme Fest. I haven't heard that name in a long time,
But
bro.
wasn't he just beefing with Ron Fest?
yes,
Who,
him
Trippie
and
Redd?
his wife,
No,
his wife,
Kim
his-
Kardashian. What did you call
Called-
her?
I can't. Dream told me not to say it.
Damn it! What was it?
Sperm.
Sperm Kardashian.
Wow.
Ron likes that name. Ron likes, see that? It's catching. It's gonna catch.
No, she was arguing with him. Like it was like I don't know.
It was arguing because she was
miscommunication.
saying they were saying that when he was doing the thing with the MAGA hat and what was it, when he said
slavery comment.
slavery comment, it was like how that they're not doing enough for Chicago and he needs more capital or something like that.
Okay.
And she went out and said and put him on blast for the stuff that he's not doing, and he's
Trippie Redd.
No, Ron Fest.
Okay.
Ron Fest is in charge of something that he's not really taking advantage of. Like he's not.
Donda's house.
Yeah.
Kanye's mom's.
The foundation. Yeah, the foundation.
Okay, so quick question: how do we feel about Kanye's apology, his public apology?
I think too little, too late. At the same time, I do think that Kanye should just stand by what he say. Mm-hmm. He should stand, because honestly, what he said, I kind of.
Well, he technically didn't apologize for what he said.
What? Why not?
If you listen to the wording, he didn't say, "I'm sorry for saying what I said." He said,
I'm sorry
if you felt,
yeah.
if people felt a way about what I said." That's not apologizing for what you said, but most people don't listen. So
it is a form of apology.
It was an apology.
Technically, he didn't. I'm
he
sorry.
didn't apologize for what he said. He just apologized that it offended people.
But he didn't think that he said anything wrong. He said that what he said was out of context. So I understand. There's no need for him to apologize if it was out of if he said it. I can't believe. I feel like I'm fucking defending Kanye West right now.
You need to watch the interviews, and then you'll have a better point of view.
Well, I don't. I mean,
the other day I think I had a conversation with you, and I was talking about Kanye and Jay-Z.
About Trippie Redd?
No. Kanye and Jay-Z, and we were like, and I was saying something, Kanye's flawed. Remember I said this to you?
Okay.
I said Kanye's flawed, and he can never be Jay-Z, because Jay-Z has a whole bunch of rules that he lives by, and he has humility, and he doesn't just what?
He's a clone. He's a clone.
Okay, I guess we're just.
Jay-Z has humility.
And I guess his clone does.
I guess we're just gonna play around with this show.
No, I'm serious.
No, you know what? I think Jay is humble, but I think Jay has a better support system when it concerns his brand. I think because he's more cognizant about his brand and how important his brand is and how that relates to his wife. Because it's no longer just Jay-Z. We think about Jay-Z and Beyonce right now at this point, right?
Yeah, I still think about Jay-Z.
Beyonce? Beyonce. I just coined that.
Well,
so
you can have that.
Now, when we think of,
You can have that one.
Now, when we think about Beyonce, right?
Beyonce.
I'm sorry, Beyonce. When we think about them, I think about them as a black couple now. They're slowly becoming like, I don't want to say for the whole world, but for me, they're like a prominent black couple now. The things that they're saying, the things that they're doing, they're a power couple. They're one of our legit power couples
right now in this era.
Definitely. So I don't think Kanye has that backing, that support group, and how it relates.
He got no black women in his life.
And let's well, we all said that.
You're right though. He needs some.
Mom,
his
family.
He needs some melanin.
He has some family
away from his family and his mom. See, people,
Let's talk about how he cried.
I've always been a fan of Kanye West.
He cried. Nobody's. You see, this is the thing about it.
When?
Let me. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I bring this up is because whenever Kanye does something, it's press all over. You hear about it, I hear about it, and we're like, yo, he's an idiot for that shit. Right now, I feel like what he's saying here, they don't want to hear it because he's actually a regular person right now.
The old Kanye.
Yeah. Right now, he cried in this interview. Literal tears came out his eyes. But nobody's talking about it because it's not.
I think it's fake.
No,
it was real.
Did
you watch it?
No, I haven't. But I've always been a fan of Kanye because I like that he doesn't just say what is popular. I always felt like he stood up for what he believed in, regardless of if anybody agreed with him or not, and that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
And
I suffer from that. I say what I think, and that was popular.
Yeah, and then
that means something.
When his
our producer is doing something over there.
When his mom passed away, that's you go from. That was his best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, he grew up, he was raised by his mom.
But he killed her, no, right?
Oh, come on.
He didn't kill her.
He didn't kill her.
Didn't he sacrifice her to be a part of the Illuminati? That's what everybody's telling me.
Something along those lines, possibly. that's
basically
a
she
whole
died.
conversation.
She died in the.
How she died?
She died because she had plastic surgery of breast
What the
reduction.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So his mom died. I knew his mom died, but I never knew why she died. I thought she died from cancer, bro.
No. It was
she went and had a procedure that she was told not to have.
Yeah.
Wait, how old his mom's is?
She was older.
And she got breast.
No, she got lipo or something.
Oh,
but
God.
because of
I thought it was a breast reduction she was having.
Yo, who the fuck
I
gets a
don't
breast
know. I
reduction
heard
at
it was-
70 years
I
old?
heard it was like
She was
a lipo
70.
and all of this stuff. Whatever the procedure was, she was warned by doctors not to have it because of a pre-existing medical condition that she already had. So she kept looking until she found a doctor that would do it for her, and they did it.
Like-
And I
Liposuction.
think it was the Hollywood and all the glitz and Kanye being who he is. His
So she
name.
wanted to look good.
She wanted to be.
So she
you
didn't
know.
go to the gym. She just
So-
went to.
But not so going back to what I was saying, he was in the interview. He was talking about his boy Don C. I don't know if you know who Don C is. It's
I
one of
do
his-
know who
his
Don
close
C
friends.
is.
He has Jordans out and all of that stuff.
I don't know who Don C is. I'm sorry. I'm just lying because Vaughn's gonna call me out, and I
I
don't.
didn't say
You really don't.
anything.
You really don't know who Don C is.
Of course, he doesn't know who Don C is.
All right, Don C is one of his close friends, and Don C actually.
Okay.
She hate me, yo. She fucking hate me. This.
I don't know their full relationship, but
Mhm.
Don C is really close to Kanye, and
Okay.
I guess that was his support system. And
Where's Don C?
Don C, I from what I'm hearing, Don C is not around Kanye as much as he as anymore.
Why? We need to
who
find
knows,
Don C.
Who knows why? But Kanye said in the interview, he said, "Somebody please tell Don C I need him to be here with me because this would have never happened if he was around." And that's when he started.
Don C
crying.
is like me and you to you,
I guess so.
because
guess
I
so.
keep you in fucking line.
And I keep you in line.
No, you don't. I'm Don C. I'm the grounded one out of the group, and I'm always the voice of reason. Do this. Do that.
the voice of reason.
Do this. Do that. I am. They come at me. They say They talk bad about me on this show, but I'm fucking well rounded.
Okay.
So you know what?
He started crying.
I'm gonna say
And
that.
previously in that same interview,
Mhm.
there was a young lady that was there that was interviewing him, and when he apologized, he apologized. It was like a little bit of gap, and he said something else, and he said something about black women need to do something. No, not black women need to do something, but he said something along the line of we need to stop talking about all different races, that we're one race and all of that. And then she said,
Okay,
well,
he
I'm
lost
a
me.
black woman.
He lost me.
She said, I'm a black woman. And she started crying. And she started crying. And then he said, can I get a hug? And he stood up and gave her a hug. Then later on, he cried. But he got in the moment. You could see it. You just got to watch the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to.
I'm gonna watch
this.
it.
I put it in
popcorn
our
and
group
giggle.
chat.
I'll
And then
watch-
he did another video. He did two. It's two he did.
Mhm.
Both of them are like over an hour. So I don't know if y'all got that.
All right, so
time.
listen, I mean, how do we feel about this? Are we opening
Yes,
our
what is the
arms?
verdict?
Are we opening our arms and welcoming Kanye Black into the black community?
Kanye never left for me.
He never left.
To be honest with
he
you,
left.
I feel like people misunderstood. I feel like he was being ignorant. He's lost it because he's influenced by Hollywood and his wife's family and whatever the case. However,
He did explain why.
I do feel like people took
It's her
what he
turn, Dream.
said
Wait.
and ran with it. The whole slavery is a choice thing. Obviously, it wasn't as cut and dry as him saying it's a choice. Like, oh, I'm going to choose to get my ass whooped today and get raped and get tortured.
So you
and get
believe
beat.
that?
But I
it
do
was a
feel
choice?
like, to a certain degree, we are still enslaved. We are still mentally
he said
enslaved. It
something
is
in
a
there.
choice now. We're still enslaved.
He said something
Yes.
in there that fucked my head up, which is something I knew. But he was saying, like, he said, all right, first of all, he was explaining TMZ, and he was saying something like, when he was up there, it was a high volatile situation. Like, it wasn't like a calm situation when he was talking to him. Everybody was coming to him left and right. So he kind of got ramped up. So he wasn't thinking about what he said. He just said it. And he said himself, he said he's not using it as a excuse that he's bipolar, but he said these type of things are
And the way the show was edited, it just looked like he just said that.
These things are triggers for him to be a certain way. And that's why he said he felt more comfortable in the Chicago radio shows to speak his mind because he knew them. He knew them when he was coming up.
Then I apologize for
but one other thing that he was saying also that was kind of cool that he said regardless of anything I say, it's going to be misinterpreted anyways because we're not speaking in our native tongue. We're translating how we feel into their language to other people. So anything I say is going to
See, this is the woke Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, y'all got to watch it.
This is the old Kanye.
I think y'all got to watch it.
This is the woke Kanye. They going to dope his ass up. He going to go back home to LA.
Check this out. Certain things you say, I can't talk about that. They're going to kill me.
Plugged up into the wall again.
He was like, I can't go too far into this. He was about to say, he said, yeah, I'm not going to say these people. I'm going to say this because if I talk about this, they're going to kill me. You got to.
So you know what? No. Take that shit serious.
So listen, I mean, this is. I'm not for the wishy-washy. I'm not for the two-tongue thing. If you're gonna represent something, represent that, and I'm gonna fuck with you because that's what you represent.
Do you think that things could get taken out of context?
Of course.
I do think that things can be taken out of context, but then I also understand that he has sacrificed a lot to get where he's at. Yep. So then once you do that, then you no longer can speak from a unplugged perspective because now your whole perception on life is askewed, and that's not fair to us. You can't speak to us about problems that you're having, and we can't relate to your fucking Manchurian candidate arguments.
How fair is that? Like,
because you put yourself in that situation.
If you come into money, right, and you basically want to do something, and then you have people blocking you, is that not?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the secret society that he's a part of. Because he has everybody talks about it. He's a part of the secret society. So once you're a part of that secret society, like you've accepted what comes with that.
Well, yes and no, but there's a lot of people who.
I'm not gonna completely.
There's a lot of people who. I mean, you're playing with are we gonna go there? You're playing with the devil. You're
exactly.
Playing with demons.
And then when you get fucked up, how you gonna
spirits? Yeah. And you're also playing with manipulative people.
Yeah.
So, a lot of these artists go into the industry not really knowing. You hear the rumors. You hear like, oh, this, and that. But when you really get in, it's different. And I'm not making excuses either. But it's like. It's one thing to hear rumors and then you're there and it's like, yo, I could change your life tomorrow. You just got to do this, agree to this, that. And then it's still there. They're still not going to tell you straight up. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that it's like, I've heard different, I used to, I come from the industry. I've heard different things. So there are some people who say that they do straight up give you the choice. Like, look,
here's a
you
blue
can take
pill. Here's a red pill.
The door A or B. Mm-hmm. And this is why a lot of artists that are really dope, they disappear after a while. Like, what happens to that person? They was a one-hit wonder because they chose to keep their soul clean and own and not sell it. But then other people sell it and then they think it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be. Yeah.
And let's be clear on selling it. It's not necessary. People think when you say sell it, like literally like saying.
No, I believe that shit, brother.
No, it's not as cut and dry as that. It's a lot of stuff when you're selling out and you're selling your soul. It's honestly like a metaphor for stuff that you do. You're like out there doing all type of wild shit to be.
Dream, I really believe that you sell your soul, bro. I really literally believe that you make a pact.
There's levels to it. I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's not like,
but yeah, you really selling your shit. These motherfuckers really worship the devil.
They really do.
I believe that is there, and I'm not going against that, but I'm saying. It's not as cut and dry and say, yo, listen, you could either be a fucking the dun artist over here, or you could just sell your soul with us and be happy.
You can belong to me, and I'm gonna give you this money.
I think that they do that, bro. I think remember that song.
There's so many songs.
I'm gonna segue into remember that song on DMX's album Dark as Hell and Dark as Hell. He did that song called Damien, right? And he said, like if you fuck with me, bro, I'm gonna take you to the next level. Like I'm gonna have you pushing cars. I'm gonna make you money, women, And he's like, yo, fuck it. What I gotta lose? You know what I'm saying? So I really do believe that these artists come in, and I do think that they make a conscious choice to say, you know what, I'm going to take this route. And then when I take this route, there are going to be sacrifices that have to be made.
Right.
And I don't think
I
they
believe
know
it's
exactly.
that
I don't
way.
think
What
they
the
know.
sacrifices
I don't
are,
think they
right.
know
I
what the
believe-
sacrifices are.
I believe that, but I don't.
So maybe
believe,
it's your
like,
mom gonna
But
die.
I'm just saying, I don't think that there's a motherfucking exec that's saying, all you gotta do is sell your soul. I don't think.
No, not in that context. But I do
mean,
believe
they
that.
do, but in a joking, listen, the truth is always told to you, plain as day, and they make jokes out of it. There's compilations of. There's compilations of videos of artists in different interviews and songs and things, and when they're basically coming out and admitting it.
Yeah.
This is a crazy world we live in. So
I'm a little on the fence with this Kanye West thing.
I mean,
I'd like to learn
I
a little
still
bit
fucks with
more
Kanye.
about it. I would
I
like to
think
learn a
he's-
little bit more
I
about
think
him.
I
he's
think
talented.
he's genius as fuck.
This last album he put out was
Creatively.
I wasn't a big fan of his last album, but we basically Kanye. I feel like these two interviews give you a little bit more perspective, because even when the slavery is a choice thing came out, and I watched that after I watched the Charlemagne interview. The Charlemagne interview, he was not acting like that.
The Charlemagne interview came before that, though. It was
before
taped before
the slavery thing.
The
And
slavery one came out first, but the Charlemagne one was taped prior to the slavery comment. Because Charlemagne got a lot of flack for that. People was like, "Oh, why you ain't asking him?" They're like, "Yo, we taped this a while ago."
No, the MAGA hat first. It was the MAGA hat first.
No.
The MAGA, no, Ron, all right.
So
I
he
know you're
literally
right about stuff. But
Listen.
the MAGA hat, all right, so he had taped the thing with Charlemagne a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kanye came out with the MAGA hat with him and Leo Cohen and this other guy. And then that's when people were asking Charlemagne what happened with Kanye. Why did you ask him about the MAGA hat? And he was like, that didn't happen when I went up there. Then they dropped the interview with him and Charlemagne. Then he went on TMZ. That's the 1-2 hit. That's how it came out. So after I watched the thing with Charlemagne,
either way, the Charlemagne interview happened before all the other stuff.
yes, it did. No, I'm just saying in general. When I seen it, he's just a different person in that interview. And when we look at TMZ, we should know that TMZ is going to skew shit any fucking ways for ratings, for clicks, and all of that. Because the way that when I first saw the slavery is a choice thing, it was just the clip. They didn't play the whole thing. So we all had a different view of it. But anyways, we got to move on.
Yes.
Got to move on.